So let's talk about nutrition and the importance. So this is one of my absolute favorite topics because it helps fuel us for workouts, things that you're doing inside the gym, but also outside of the gym. And a lot of times the nutrition is going to be that key and missing piece to be able to help you reach your goals. So going to go back to the focus meetings if you haven't booked one yet to definitely get it in. All of our trainers are extremely knowledgeable. A lot have certifications when it comes to nutrition. I myself also have a holistic nutrition approach as well. So when we talk about nutrition, it is going to be from a clean whole foods approach, not pushing any fad diet, anything in regards to that. We want to make sure that you are doing a well balanced, something that is adapted to your lifestyle. So it's not a one size fits all approach. Obviously, the more clean we can eat, the better off we're going to be. But we also know that that's not completely realistic to do that 100% of the time. So during our cool down, so at the end of the workout, you're going to hear us talk a lot about protein and the importance of getting in 100 grams of protein. And for some people, that's pretty easy to do. For others, that's a challenge. So we do have a protein supplement in gym that you guys are able to purchase. But then we're also going to talk about easy ways to be able to focus on your protein for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And remember, protein are the building blocks for you to be able to build muscle, but also helps repair and recover. So very, very important. Carbohydrates is another thing that I want to touch on because I think a lot of times that we get the focus of like, oh, carbs are bad. And there's definitely a lot of processed carbohydrates that are not the best for you, things that you're going to be purchasing when it comes to fast food, all of your sweets. So those are going to be the ones that we want to stay away from. But carbohydrates are going to be very important, especially when it comes to workouts like this. We want to make sure that we're prioritizing getting in healthy carbohydrates to be able to fuel our bodies with energy as we go through the workout. So things like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, doing Ezekiel bread, those are going to be some really good carbohydrates. Also your fruits and vegetables that you can add in. And then lastly, talking briefly about fat. So I know fat's got a bad rap for a lot of years, and they started to trend towards doing a lot of low fat items, which then would push in hidden sugars and different things to be able to create textures and flavor along with that product. So fats are not something that you should steer away from. Yes, we do want to be mindful of how much fat we're consuming on a daily and weekly basis, but you want to make sure that when you are getting fat consumption in, that they are coming from a good poly and mono unsaturated fat. So things like your avocados, specific oils, nuts, and seeds. Those are ones that we want to be able to promote and really push because they have a lot of benefits. Helps with brain fog, it helps with energy, helps with hormone regulation. So a lot of benefits when it comes to fat. So very important that you're getting a well-balanced diet altogether. And when you have a focus meeting, we have a macro calculation that we can talk about how many calories you should be eating, and then what your macros look like. So that's the fat, the carbs, and the protein that I just talked about. And so we'll be able to set some realistic percentages and grams for you to be able to get in for your daily consumption. So very important that you guys are focusing on that. And if nutrition is very hard for you and feel like you something that you've kind of yo-yoed a lot throughout your life and you do well and you kind of fall off, know that we are not going to give you anything that's like a one size fits all approach. I'm here to learn about your lifestyle and what you do for work, what you do inside and outside of the gym, what your schedule looks like. Are you working night shift, day shift? Are you sitting at an office job all day? Are you active all day? So that we can really tailor what that looks like, and we can talk about meal prepping, batch cooking. Maybe it's using some of the burn meals that we have available for purchase online to make sure that you're able to get a macro-friendly meal in. Just know that there's a lot of options out there when it comes to nutrition, and your trainers are here to help support and guide you along that journey to make sure that you are getting the best nutrition to be able to fuel your body. I touched a little bit, but calories are super important. I tend to find a lot of people undereat. Yes, we have like the overeating, but a lot of people undereat because they're afraid to eat. So that might be something that we look at as well when we sit down with you one-on-one. But hopefully this was helpful and also encourages you to keep up with the focus meetings. That way we can support you with your health and fitness journey.